So everybody's gearing up to get out on the road with their RVs. We're talking some tools that you're going to need when you hit the road. Stick around. Hey, welcome back to the Happy Place Diaries. I am Jerry, and in this episode we're going to talk about tools that I think you need. Now, I'm not a mechanic, so I don't carry a big toolbox or anything, but essentially I carry some tools that we need just to get through RV life. And I keep them in different places, and in this video I'm going to show you not every single tool, but I'm going to show you an overview of what we have and where we keep them and why. So the first tool that we have is one of these right here. It's a lug wrench tool thingy, and I have a 4 because my truck and the trailer are different, and you can tell which ones get used the most because they're the ones that are all worn. That's the one for the truck, and I believe this is the one for the trailer. And so this is a valuable tool. You really need something to break those lugs. You don't need to do major wheel maintenance. You just need to get a tire off and a spare on to get to the next place. Not only that, but in the middle of the night you could go full ninja mode with this bad boy. I mean, it's a good self-defense tool too. Anyway, let's get to the next tools. So the first set of tools that we're going to talk about are right here in my storage compartment, and these are the tools that I need when I'm setting up the trailer, when I'm doing things outside. And I keep all of those tools in this little tool caddy right here. And I'll show you what some of those are. First of all, I keep a drill, and I've got this bit on there that takes my stabilizers up and down. I keep some lubricants in here. I keep a couple rags, again, slide out lubricant. And then of course, the mother of all lubricants, WD-40. I also keep my dog bones in here. That way I don't have to go looking for them. So here's a 30 to 110, and I've got a 30 to 50 amp dog bone in here. I keep a little bit of tape. I keep some rags, some channel locks, super important, a pair of vice grips, super glue. I store this in there even though I don't use it a lot, but I store it in here. Out on the outside pocket, I keep a screwdriver, some gloves, this side a scrubby pad. And then on the side that I use the most, and this side faces out, I keep ball lubricant for my hitch, and I keep a pair of needle nose pliers. And that's it. I keep all that right inside, screwdriver, and that way I have all the tools that I need right there at my fingertips when I'm setting up outside. Everything else is inside. So let's head in. Okay, the next place that we keep tools is the door that we use at like rest stops, and well, we use it in the campground too, but the door that we use most frequently when we're on the road is this front door right here. And this wardrobe cabinet right here, we've got hanging clothes up here. We've got blankets and miscellaneous towels and whatnot down here. But in this cabinet, we also keep a little toolbox. Okay, let's take a look at some of the things that are in this little toolbox. And again, we keep it right inside the door there, just in case we need to get to some stuff. And this is also the stuff that we don't use a lot. And we'll get to the stuff that we use a lot when we get to the next place. But in this little Stanley toolbox, we have a little tray. And in that tray, I've got nails, little pill bottle. And it's full of the little nails that hold in the trim and whatnot. Electric tape, cable ties, a pocket knife. You can't ever have enough pocket knives. Got a bunch of this little color-coded electric tape and don't really use it a lot. Some razor blades, things of that nature. Down in here, I've got painter's tape. Painter's tape is really good for holding stuff in place. I've got another pill bottle full of miscellaneous screws that fit around the trailer. A magnet. This is a Gerber multiplier because it has, you know, multiple stuff. I've got an adapter that goes from 30 amp to 110. I carry this. I've never used it, but I've loaned it to somebody that needed one. In here, I've got a complete socket set. Again, don't use it a lot, but it's here when I need it. And then I've got some miscellaneous parts, like some plumbing fittings and that kind of stuff. Okay, so that's pretty much it. Extra command strips laying around in there. That goes in there. There we go. And so that lives in that little compartment over there. Don't use it a lot. This toolbox comes out every once in a while, especially when I'm doing bigger projects in the trailer. But infrequent enough that it just lives in that cabinet. It's out of the way, but it's accessible. One thing to note, all of our tools are accessible when the slide is in, because 9 times out of 10, if you need something, the slide's going to be in when you're out on the road. All right, let's move to the last set of tools. Okay, our last set of tools lives in this cabinet right by the back door. These are the tools that we use the most. And if I open it up, you'll see that I put a little 3-drawer chest in here. And what I'll do is I'll just pull that out so that you can see what's in there. First of all, we got our tablecloth sitting on top of it. But this whole thing can pull out. We never pull it out. We always leave it in there. All right, let's dive into this. Okay, again, these are the tools that we use. I gotta get down in here. Hey, how y'all doing? Anyway, these are the tools and stuff, just trailer stuff that we use the most. Top drawer is kind of the junk drawer of the trailer. We've got scissors. If you don't have one of these little things, it's really nice for screwing in your cable, your coax. We've got a little box knife, extra fuses, extra switches, more zip ties, that bag of screws that I talked about in a video a couple videos ago. Lots of little electronic things, a ton more command strips in here. This is the matching wallpaper that for patching little holes or whatever. Got that at the dealer. You know, command hook stuff. Anyway, just a general junk drawer. Again, extra switches and things that we don't use that frequently. Here's a cabinet lock. So anyway, if we need it, it's here. That's in drawer number 1. Drawer number 2 is actual tools. These are shears. And I tell you, if you don't have a pair of these, I don't even know where we got them. But these things will cut through a car. Great shears. We've got a screwdriver with the interchangeable heads. And we've got all the interchangeable heads that you can need right here. Another box knife, but this is a good one. We've got a wrench, socket wrench that's dedicated. This never comes apart. This is the one for our hot water tank, for taking the plug out. a little miniature screwdriver. Those come in handy. A little snub nose Phillips, because for hard to reach places. And then we've got a complete wrench set in here. Don't use it a lot, but have used it. So that just lives in here. It doesn't take up space. So we keep that stuff in here. Scissors back in that. Okay, and then the bottom one, we've got, this actually goes back in the house. We've got some wood glue, Gorilla Glue. We've got our markers for repairing little dings and stuff in the wood. More markers. More electric tape, because you can never have enough electric tape. Some silicone. And a little thing of washers. And this is a handy, super handy tool. A little set. I think I picked it up at Harbor Freight. But it's got caps with washers in it. It's got the filtered washers for a hose. All kinds of assorted washers. And then we keep these little bungee cords in here just because. And then this is some flux, just in case somebody needs to solder something or whatever. I don't even know why that's in here. So that's that. Another little junk drawer setup. But it lives right in this little cabinet. It's accessible for everything that we need. If you need your scissors, they're right there. It's not taking up space anywhere else in the trailer. And by doing it in this 3-drawer chest, we added a whole lot of storage space. And it's totally accessible. Right in here. It never moves. These doors don't open. It's right there behind the cabinet. There's the door, the sink. So it kind of is in kind of the perfect spot for the trailer. And again, it took this voided space. And the reason that we really wanted this is because behind that is under the sink. And so if you can't really stack stuff because it shifts and moves. So we added that, and it really works very well. And that, my friends, is really the only tools that we take. Again, I'm not a mechanic, so I'm not going to be doing major, construction out here. These are all the things that over the last 5 years we've really needed in the trailer, and we've pared down and we've pared down and we've scaled down and back on what we've put in here. And what we found is this is really all we need. Some screwdrivers, wrenches. You'll note that we don't even have a hammer in here. I do have a hammer in here. It's in the under, but again, it's a multi-purpose tool. I use it for driving tent stakes and things when we put the dog fence up. And that's where it lives because we rarely use it. So it stays outside in the outside compartment. And, that's that. We try to keep it very simple. We try to keep the weight down, obviously. And we don't put stuff in here that we really don't need. So I'm curious, are you one of those guys that takes the great big toolbox with you? And I'm sure if you're a full-timer, you take a lot more because, it's your house and you're living in it. I just got to limp this thing back home, and then I can fix it with the tools that are in my garage. But I'm curious, what tools do you guys carry, and how do you configure them? Because I think that's just as important as the tools that you have. Because I'm telling you, if I put them somewhere that I can't get to it when we're out on the road, they're of absolute no value. So anyway, let me know what you think in the comment section below. And once again, we appreciate each and every one of you spending a little bit of time with us twice a week. And we really encourage you to share our videos with a friend and do all the things, like, subscribe, hit that thumbs up, leave a comment. It really helps YouTube know that we're a pretty decent channel and that you like us. And gosh darn it, we need that. Don't forget that a happy life starts in a happy place. We found ours. And we're motivating you to get the most out of your RV. And, using the tools that you need to keep all the screws in place and whatnot. And I failed to mention duct tape. We also have duct tape down there because, hey, you can fix everything with duct tape. No chicken wire, though. Absolutely no chicken wire. Hey, friends, thanks for coming along. We will see you in the next video. And we're out.